All right, good afternoon. Hello there. This is Business Today right here on KTN News on this 21st day of September 2023. My name is Kelvin Nyakundi. Now today we have a lot lined up for you. Later on, I'll be speaking about the food industry in Kenya. And we'll be speaking to the Group Managing Director of UNGA, who is Mr. Joseph. He's going to be joining us to speak about the food industry in Kenya, looking at some of the ways in which we can make sure that the food security situation in Kenya is a little bit reduced, and also what Amana, which is a product of UNGA Group, is trying to bring into the food industry in Kenya. But before we get to that, let us look at some of the stories that we have today. Now, Kenya is set to host this year's Africa Continental Conference on Renewable Energy in October. Now, the 3-day event that will take place from 4th to 6th next month will be seeking to bridge the investment gap in the green energy sector. Now, speaking during the breakfast meeting in Nairobi, senior consultant for European Union Olivia Otieno said that the outcome of the project will revolutionize agricultural sector alongside transforming transport system. Now, this conference comes barely 2 weeks after Kenya hosted inaugural Africa Climate Summit, where President William Ruto urged world leaders to take responsibility in addressing the effects of climate change across the globe.
When you have reliable power, it has the ability to change the economic livelihoods of people on the continent. So for us as providers of power in the solar space, we're looking at ensuring that we can reach people in in areas where there is less access to the grid and electrification, to provide for them solutions where they can access cleaner power and more reliable power.
So one of the things that's really important for green hydrogen development in Kenya and in the continent as a whole is the abundance of these renewable energy sources. So you use green energy to produce green hydrogen that you can then produce a lot of energy with, which is important because you can store it and transport it. And number two, you can produce fertilizer. We currently import our fertilizers, and that is a huge cost, not just to the government, but to the consumer, to the farmer, etc. And the fertilizer we're importing is not green. Furthermore, the fertilizer we're importing is not tailored to our soil structure.
In terms of electric mobility companies, well, we will have manufacturers, which are really like the specialty of Kenya, with the companies Basigo and Rome. One is specialized in manufacturing electric buses, the other one is specialized in manufacturing electric two-wheelers, electric motos. But we will also have other companies which are more on the operating side of things, so they provide the service of electric mobility, and those would be companies like Mobility for Africa.
Right, now Kenya Muslims National Advisory